a gentleman who I met this past year who has been integral to this organization, helped start this organization. I'd like to invite Mr. Jim Morley up to the stage.
Well, there's one thing significant about the people who've been speaking tonight. They all had ties on. We searched and searched at our home in Truckee and couldn't find a tie. Oh, well, you know, it doesn't really matter that much. I think it's part of life, isn't it? I wanted to just take a second to tell you about how all this happened. We were getting a lot of bad press 30 couple of years ago, and the press was not being very kind to apartment owners. And so I called a bunch of people, and people I knew, Bert Avery, Duncan Madison, Brett Kahona, Chris Christensen from Tri-County. Where's Tri-County? You know, very well respected, very, very often here, and very much donating. So we invited them to my house, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna really spring for something. I'm gonna spring for a barbecue. I'll make something in the barbecue. I mean, this is gonna be a pretty exciting day, but we have a goal in mind." So they got there, and I served sandwiches, and I got so much blowback on that. I just couldn't believe. But you know, they were right. And so from that, we had a meeting of the minds, and we said, we have been the people who have been walking around with black hats, the apartment owners, and what we need to do is to change and become white hat people. So how can we do that? How can that happen? So we thought it over in this length of time that we're there, and which is pretty good size of the afternoon. And we said, I think what we have to do is start a foundation that's going to, and originally this was called the AIF, Apartment Industry Foundation. And so we decided to do this, and I said, okay, I'll take the ball, and we'll hire someone, and we'll get going, and we did. And I want to tell you that this is the significant part about it, is that we were thinking about homeless when homeless wasn't even a word. I mean, it was a long time ago, but we were going to give our own funds and raise funds and be able to then donate to people who wanted some funds to get into their apartment building, and it worked. You see what's happening today. One of the things that we've been able to do, so yeah, from that it just expanded and expanded, and here we are at this moment. So we raised maybe $15 million, and we've had in kind. It says here $3 million. I don't believe that. I think it's more like 5 or 6. And I saw John Pringle tonight, and I said, "Do you remember pulling weeds?" And he goes, "Of course I remember pulling weeds." And when you go to these in kind, and you go to the events that are going to during a Saturday, Sunday, and you're gonna spend your time doing maybe menial tasks or tasks that you're able to do because you're skilled, which we do now. It's very, very meaningful to put your hard labor. Yeah, anybody can donate, but to volunteer and to be able to express yourself in your own heart out to the community, that's what really makes a difference. So there's several major donors tonight that I'd like to just mention quickly. Clive Holland, CA Tri-County, Woodmont, the Diller family, and speaker companies. These people are, there's many others, but there's many others, but these were kind of the basis, the foundation that started this and have continued every time we get together. I think the thing that is remarkable to me is that when we got out there in the cocktail time, you notice that everybody was just chatting up a storm. I mean, we're not only working together for a cause, but we're friends. We're all really friendship too. And you meet people and you want to be their friend. You come up to some guy and I get all sorts of brash attitude from Stephen Paul, you know. I mean, he said, why don't you, why do you call me Friday? You know I'm off on Friday, but why do you call me? I said 24/7, Steve. That's what we do. So, so I think that friendship is a major issue and a major helpfulness to all of us who want to get together for this cause. Well, I'm excited about the new staff. Steve and Ines are the foundation of what we can build together. But we're going to build it by helping tonight. And I think that everybody here in this room is thinking the same way I am. I'm very excited about the staff. Thank you very much. And Jamie's done a fabulous job, and the board is great. So it isn't what we used to do, it's what we do now that makes a difference. Okay, I'm going to just split from this for a second and ask, who is it that is from the farthest away that came tonight? Okay, I know Seattle's represented here. How about Denver? Anybody from the East Coast? New York? Anybody further away than New York? Would you stand up, please? Please. And your first name is? I'm sorry. Joyce. Joyce, please continue standing. Would you take this to Joyce, please? Now, Joyce, we really appreciate you coming tonight this long distance. And token of my appreciation to you personally is I'm going to just kind of help you understand that we are the kind of people who donate. But, I forgot to tell you something. We're going to have a donation coming up. I want that given. Thank you very much.